look, overall energy today, one card, inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. Okay, this is a message from somebody you are currently in separation with, okay? They feel that they're still in love with you. I feel with this card specifically, they are thinking about you a lot and you are feeling this, okay? You're feeling the tug and pull on your energy. So, example, some days you might not think of them or you've not been thinking of them. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they pop into your mind. That is them. It's telepathy, okay? They're thinking about you a lot. So I'm going to go into this and see what else they'd like to say. And also the best possible outcome. Are they going to do anything? And also anything else that comes out, any other messages that I channel today. So give these a quick shuffle. Firstly though, I hope you're well. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you for all your comments. I do read all my comments. Thank you so much. If you'd like a reading, just click on the title of this video. The links are below in the description box. Everything's on the website, and check out the free relationship report as well. Okie dokie, inseparable. What else have we got? Conversation. I want to call you and hear your voice. So yes, that is why you're feeling this person. I wonder why they're not calling though. I wonder why they're not calling. Soul tie, my gosh. This is a very strong connection. This relationship's not over. It doesn't matter how long you've been in separation. This relationship is not over. At some point, you will speak to this person. Okay? You'll speak to them. I always feel connected to you. Yeah, it's that, you've got... See that image? There's a bond. There's just a very strong bond between you both. Secrets. I haven't told you everything. Okay, there's something they want to confess to you. They've been keeping a secret from you. I'll have a little look at that. I'm going to clarify that and see what wants to come out. Forgiveness. Okay, now this is more your energy. This is more you struggling to get over the past, which is totally understandable. You know, that's fine. People say, you know, you've just got to forgive. Yeah, you do eventually, if that's what you want to do. But if you've been through a breakup, there's many stages. It's not linear. You might have one day where you forgive them, and the other day you just absolutely can't stand the sight of them and you're really hurt and you're replaying the old story. Okay, I think this card is saying though that if you do want to reconcile, and this is what you want, then you have to let go of the old story. That is so important, because for a reconciliation to be successful, if you're still playing the old story, every time something isn't right, or you'll have an argument, or you know, things happen, people argue, it's normal, we're human beings. You'll revert, you'll break, it's not even, you don't even know you're doing it. Your subconscious will go back to the time when you were hurt. So the message here is, before we go any further, if you want this, and this is for you, then you really need to go really strong on your own self-concept, so that you are so strong in your own frame and your own self-worth that even if you were triggered, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. You wouldn't automatically revert back to the old story, because they're stored in the brain, okay, our memories, whatever, and it's like a filing system. So the brain will go to the quickest file in the filing cabinet. Okay, you have to really be very strong in your own energy, okay? Because obviously this was painful. Now I'm going to have a look at that secret. What's that about? What's this? What's going on here? What do they want to tell you? Something. Let's see if we can find out what's going on with the secrets. Okay, right. They would like, I feel, they went to a new situation. Now it could have been a new love situation, but it might just have been a new beginning, okay? It isn't working out because their energies come out It's a court card, but it's in the reverse. So I can see in the past with the Ace of Cups that they went to something else, that there was a new beginning, a new emotional beginning. They were pouring their love into something else. But I feel what they'd like to say to you is that they mismanaged it all. And what I'm hearing is, I'm sorry for letting you down and also breaking your trust, because I don't feel this person has a bad energy today. I don't. I feel that for a long time they were, maybe you were married or in a partnership, civil partnership, but they were stable, they provided. You worked together as a team. It's almost like it was out of character in a way for your person. It was like it was out of character. They were quite grounded. Whatever they did, they were successful at. Doesn't matter what it is, even if it's just, I don't know, building a wardrobe. Whatever they put their mind to, they did it. They finished it. You always knew they were there. They were a friend. They were loyal. Okay. They didn't take risks that would have wrecked your relationship, but I do feel what they'd like to tell you is the risk they took, whatever tangent they went down with this new beginning they waltzed off to, they really regret taking that risk, and they were very stupid, and they're just hoping and praying you'll take them back. Okay, they totally mismanaged it. They turned your world upside down. You could have had to have moved, or you might have not been able to keep the same living environment. Okay, you might have ended up with struggles. I feel they'd like to also apologise for being so preoccupied with money, possessions, that kind of thing. Maybe, the Ace of Cups is something emotional, but it's what they were putting their emotion into. So they were emotionally more connected to another situation than they were with you. Now, it can mean another person, but sometimes even the Ace of Cups can mean you're so emotionally invested in your work or something else that you're literally ignoring your relationships. That's what they'd like to tell you. Okay? But I think the past for you in this energy was really quite traumatic. It was like your whole life had gone down the plug hole. Let's see what else they'd like to say to you. Any other messages of this person, please? Okay, they'd like to say they've been healing, and I think healing, it's not them saying that there's something wrong. When that card comes out, it doesn't mean they need to heal from you. It means they're recognising their faults, and they're going within and saying, you know what, that was me, I did that. I need to sort this out. Okay, so they have been doing that, and I feel that's why you are feeling them more. Okay. Did they use a get out clause when this relationship ended? Something like blaming you for it. It's almost like, I feel here today that something happened where you weren't doing anything wrong, but they were, or they were thinking of doing what they did, and they projected that out and said you were doing it. Okay? They said you were doing something, but it was actually them. Whatever that was. Whatever it was, okay? It can be anything. Anything, almost as an excuse to break the relationship. It's like they've been waiting for you to contact them, They're very attracted to you. I feel they're waiting for you because of what happened. They hid stuff from you, yeah. I think what they were hiding is what we've just been talking about, okay? They let you down badly. And I've got to say it, I feel it was out of character. I feel it was out of character. Let's have a look at your energy. Any messages for you on this? Messages for you, okay? Yes, wow. This is a message. Baggage. Emotional baggage can weigh down relationships. Unpack it. That's going back to what I was saying about the old story. Yeah. The old story has to go. You know, and it is up to you, because sometimes these things happen and sometimes people can't get over it or process it, and that's also fine. You know, forgiveness really is for you. It doesn't mean to say you have to forget. Forgiveness is for you so it doesn't eat you up alive. Because your energy is precious, you are precious, your time on earth is precious. Every breath you take is precious. And forgiveness really is all about not letting it eat you up. Okay, but everybody does it in their own time. Okay, you know, it's not going with a breakup. You don't just go from A to there. You go from A to maybe E, then back to B, and then you might go to M one day, and then you're right back at D. Okay, but Spirit Guides are saying that for this connection, you will have a chance to talk to this person, and when you do, also say what you feel. Okay? Your truth is valid, your opinion is valid. Alright? And if there's one person today who feels that they would be abandoned or have been abandoned in the past when they spoke up, speak your truth. Okay? Speak your truth. Anything else, please? Yeah, wedding. I feel this person is going to want to take your relationship to another step again. Okay? But I feel what you're being asked to do is to make sure that you see reality clearly with this illusions card. These are messages that will make sense to you, okay? This will make sense to you. Maybe somebody did say something that they didn't follow through on. But I feel this person actually was very stable. You see, I'm not getting that. I'm getting more someone who's just made a massive, massive mistake. All right. And also a message for you, relax. Relax. And if this is what you want, to find joy in the pleasure of just being together. I think really the key, there's two keys here. This person's still in love with you. Okay, and there are times, and I've seen it in relationships, where some people can be together, very stable, blah, and then they have this blip and someone goes off and does something completely outrageous, okay, out of character, and they come back and they've stayed together, but they let go of the baggage. Enjoy each other's company and start again, start afresh, okay? But the way to do it is work with yourself first, okay? Because everybody will mirror you back in some shape or form. So if you know that you are amazing, wonderful, gorgeous, the best, okay, that is what will be reflected back, and you won't get triggered, okay? That's why some reconciliations will work and some won't. Obviously not counting the narcissistic hoovering, where that never really works because the narcissist doesn't know that that never accepts they've done anything wrong. They just go back into a relationship for a completely different reason. Okay, this is not that. This is two people who had a very good relationship. Okay, and there is a timeline here for it to reconnect. But the guides are saying, my guides are saying, and what I'm hearing is the baggage has to go. Take it each day as it comes, okay? Take each day as it comes. But also see through any illusion. But I feel that's more you speaking your truth and getting really real with what you want. You know, you might, when you hear those words, you might be feeling, you know what, I don't want this relationship, even though I still love them. That's just the illusion. Get real, get clear on exactly what you want. Write it down. Who the person is, what qualities they have, how you expect to be treated. Okay? And get very, very clear. But this person will come back into your energy. This person will come back into your energy. Okay, yeah. Bottom of the deck, proposal. You're going to get an offer or a proposal in the near future that comes as a surprise. A surprise contact, surprise message, okay? You're watching this today to have time to think. Alright? You're watching this to have time to think about what you want. This is your movie. You're the director, the script writer, you're everything. But also that if the baggage stays or the old story, it will play out with that baggage in it. I think that's what I'm trying to explain, really, what I'm hearing. Top of the deck, surprise. Romantic surprises are on the horizon. Yeah, it's two cards, that one and that one's come out. So there you go. Let me just get this deck out very quickly. Anything else we need to know on this? Anything else, please? Serendipity, you're coming into a very period of good luck. Everything's going to work out for you, okay? Hang on in there. Please hang on in there. Just, you know, sometimes if life's going, you know, just say to yourself, I'm so lucky, everything works out for me. I'm so lucky, everything's working out for me. Okay? Don't let the ego will drag you back into all the beliefs and things that have happened. There's a very lucky period coming in for you. Okay? Bottom of the deck, I had this a few days ago, I think this last week, 10 days. I'm having like different messages, but they all seem to be, on the whole, coming back to the same conclusion. This is an unfinished symphony. Okay? It's not over. All that glitters. Yeah. For me, this card into this is be realistic. All that glitters is not gold. Okay? But I don't feel it's that your ex is not being truthful. I feel they will be truthful. But this is you. You need to really, don't settle. Don't settle, okay? Do not settle. Yeah, come to the edge. Take a leap of faith. Be yourself. Believe you can fly. All right, I heard the word fly, didn't I? Yeah, this is what this card is. It's the Fool. It also means that this is the equivalent to the Fool in the Tarot. So with this ex who's coming back in, you'd have to have a fresh start, a new beginning. Date each other, get to know each other. You know, live in separate houses. Don't go. You know, take your time. Take your time and enjoy each other's company. Okay, one step at a time. All right. Happy, happy, happy. You're going to be very happy. Okay. Whatever you choose to do, these are energy readings. This energy is here if you want it. Okay. Where your attention goes, it grows. If this is what you want, you focus on a positive outcome. exactly the way you want it, okay? You visualize it, but you are going to be happy, whatever you choose to do. You've got some amazing times coming in, all right? So look after you, put yourself first, always, as ever, and I will speak to you soon. I love you very much. Bye.